Hey guys, Mark Wright here, Rapid Time Networks. I'm joined today by a very large rock with 2488, who do we appreciate, and Mike Kelly from Imagine It in Stone. I'll shake hands behind the rock. There we go. We don't have to imagine it in stone because we have a very large stone right in front of us. This is what Mike does.
That's right. I do carving in stone, custom carving actually.
Yeah.
This is for a house. People want this out in front in their yard.
Yeah.
I also do this type of thing. I can show that. Oh, I don't want to get a glare on it. But this is to maybe go on a post, a stone post at the front of the entrance of your driveway or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's to what the customer wants. Everything is custom made for what I do for them.
You can have pick out a big stone like this, or if you've got something that's
Correct.
already there, you can actually go on site and set up your rig and carve.
That's right. That's what happens to me sometimes, is they've got a huge rock, as big as a car.
Yeah.
There's no moving it. So I can come out on site, I construct a little tent around it to contain, I do sandblasting, this is how I carve into the rock, to contain when I'm working, and carve right into that rock.
Now he's really artistic, so he can really basically take any sort of picture, image, logo, that sort of thing, and what he does is you create kind of like a stencil, don't you? It's like a rubber stencil that protects the areas that you want to remain the same, and then you sandblast into the rock itself.
That's right. Now, in this case, the person wanted the address,
street number,
the number. But I mean, it would be easy enough. I could have put vines around this, or a hummingbird, or anything to dress it up a little bit, make it interesting.
And you do work with individuals, obviously, but stratas and condos and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can get real fancy with this stuff. And you do this on not just stone. You carve into glass.
Yes, I do three-dimensional carving into glass. As in, I don't just frost, but I actually carve into it to get a three-dimensional look to it. It's very breathtaking.
It is,
especially when glass. If you work with the proper lighting, well, it's very effective.
Now, Mike does some spectacular stuff, so you don't have to imagine it in stone. He's actually going to create it for you. And I love the guarantee that comes with these.
Oh, yeah. Generally, with my stone products, is I guarantee it for 10,000 years. If you can't read it, in 9,000 years, bring it back, and I'll replace it free of charge, no questions asked.
Perfect. So anything else, any other sorts of products that you want to sort of mention while we're here? Because I know one of your big pet projects is memory stones for pets.
That's right. I love to do the pet memory stones. When a person loses a pet, there's such an empty feeling inside.
Yeah.
And I find when I can do a pet memory stone for them, when I give them this stone, you could just see the concentration on their face when they see it, and their face softens up, and they get that little smile.
Yeah.
And you know, for a while, you've taken away that burden of emptiness, and they're remembering the good times that they shared with their pet.
And you take a picture, and you can etch it into the stone along with
I get as closely as I can, so that stone is custom for that person.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So, if you know anybody that's in the market for something like an address stone, or wants to put that finishing touch on a construction project, or is in the unfortunate position of having just recently lost a pet, or has something else that they want to remember for 10,000 years or more.
If I might mention a project that I'm doing right now, one that I've just got started. I've got it here, is I like to promote the Once Upon a Time stones. It's great for grandparents to share with their grandkids. You sit down with them and you start a story. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Billy, and he had magical powers. And one day he got up in the morning, and then you pass the stone to your grandson, and he continues on with that story. Then he can go so far and pass the stone back to you, or maybe pass it on to his sister. And the story gets building, and it's such a great way to unite the grandparents with the grandkids, but also to find out what's happening in that child's life, because that will come out in the story. So I just wanted to mention
encourages that creativity and
I love
those family bonding moments. So again, if you know some families, that might be a real nice gift. Christmas is but around the corner. less than 100
enough.
days away
True
as we
enough.
film today. So if you want to make the connection, it's Mike Kelly, Imagined It in Stone. You can connect through rapidtimenetworks.com or your website.
Is imagineitinstone.ca.
.ca. Canadian A. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. Make the connection, Mike Kelly.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.